What the heck is going on, YouTube? It's your guy, Hector or Coke, and we are behind the scenes today. Let me back up the camera here. I'll put it right here. But yes, we are behind the scenes today because I am getting ready to record a song, and I figured, you know what? I've never done a video where I'm like recording myself in the background making a song. And I'm sure some people would find interest in that type of content. So here we are. Let me show you the beat we're working on. Let me give you some context of the song. So this context is inspired, or not this context. This song is inspired by WWE. And if I was in the WWE, this song would be like my entrance, my main theme. So this is the beat. Hell yeah. So yeah, this is just step one. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to export it into the correct format that my DAW lets me record on. So I don't know if you guys know what that means, but let me try to break it down. So I'm going to turn the beat into a WAV file. In that WAV file, I'm going to put it into the music program that I use to record. That's probably like a simpler way to say it for all the people who don't know the music terms, but I'll cut to that part. Okay, I suppose it would make sense for me to show you guys my setup before we get a little further. So let me flip the camera. Okay, so this is my microphone. It's an MXL 700, MXL 700 or MXL 770 actually. That's what it is. Haha. Yes. It's an MXL 770, and it's pretty good. I've been using this since like when I very first started making music, and it has done me justice every time. Whenever I take my raw vocals to the studio to get a mix and mastered, the engineer, he said he was impressed by how clear and crisp that my vocals come out in this, even when they're not edited and all that. So pretty good. Then I got this little sound pop filter, you know, whenever I'm rapping and I'm doing like all the P's, like all that type of shit. This basically makes it so it sounds smoother. It doesn't sound as harsh. Yep. And then I have the laptop, of course, with Studio One loaded. These are all my recent projects. You got like a feature, Poker Face. I even record like my gaming videos on here, so Skyrim, Sims 4, Fallout, just like, you know, a variety of different things. And then that's all plugged in. We'll go over here first. This plugs into my Focusrite interface. This basically is connected to the microphone, and it picks up all the microphone audio, and then it turns it into its little data, and it goes from the interface to the laptop, so I can actually record and do all that type of stuff. It's got like a little volume knob. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I got these headphones. Let's see, these are, what are these called? Audio Technica, and they're red and gold, and they're pretty good, like very immersive sound. Leads me to my speakers. I think I have JBL speakers. They're like dual monitor ones. I got my owls sitting on top of them. And then I got this little aux cord plugged in. to the laptop, which I don't need right now, but that could be turned off. But when I'm like mixing and mastering, or I want to hear how the song sounds through the speakers, I can plug that up. And yep, that's the speakers, and I think that's it pretty much. That's like the whole setup. So I'm gonna go to create a new song. Okay, so now I'm just gonna type in my WWE entrance. That's the name of the song, just the idea. Boom. And then we're gonna go ahead and click OK. Bam. Okay, now it pops us to this screen. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna click the file that I exported and turn into a wave, and I'm gonna drop it in here. Oops, hang on, I think I forgot a step. Okay, we can keep this all in here. Let me see what's wrong. Oh, it's still an MP3. Okay, so I gotta open a different program. This is all real time. Who knows if I'll cut this shit. This is all like what happens behind the scenes. The shit that no one really sees. All you guys really see, or rather hear, is the finished product, the finished song, or the finished, video that goes with the song. But this is all the stuff that happens unbeknownst. Every song I do, I gotta go through this little process. Okay. So I'm just gonna make sure that's clear. So now we're turning it into a wave. We're gonna go okay. We're gonna close this now because we already have it. Usually it gives me like a duplicate, but you can just delete that. We don't need the duplicate. Okay, so here it is right here. Now it should work. Bam. Okay, now we're gonna get rid of this. Now we got a bigger screen, and I'm gonna go to track, and I'm gonna add audio track mono, because that's where my voice goes, along with any other ad-libs or layers that I throw in there. I usually give myself a few. I give myself 6 little rows of space, 5 technically, and that just gives me a lot of room to play with my vocals and experiment. And I'll just label it as Vox. That's just like the little musician slang for your voice, vocals. Yeah. This is what it looks like when I'm recording. I got my headphones on, and I'll just record into the microphone. And then I got all that set up over there. And then all I gotta do now at this point is just press play. But let me find a good place to set up the camera. Maybe like somewhere over here. Alright, got my lyrics, and then I also got my water headphones. I'm locked in. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Bring the pain, watch me lay to waste all my competition. Ay, ay, ay. Feel my rage in the ring, my movement gets you lost in days, constantly switching. Yeah, they know my name, a champion that's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning. Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll make you tap. If that don't work, I'll just suplex and drop you next to the corner pad. I've got you laying flat. Okay. Okay, so let's just take one. Let's just take a few more takes. Kind of see which ones I like. And I'll clip them all together. Let me see how it sounds first. I like that. Okay, so this is what it sounds like recorded.
Bring the pain, watch me play to waste all my competition. Hey,
Yo, okay.
hey, hey, feel my rage is on ring.
Okay, so right now there's no like type of effects on there. Oops. It's literally just my raw, like dry voice. So I'll let it play here for a few more moments.
My movement gets you watching days, constantly switching. Yeah, they know my name, a champion that's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning. Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll make you tap. If that don't work, I'll just suplex and drop you next to the corner pad. I've got you laying flat as I climb the turnbuckle and plan my jump attack.
Okay, so basically where we're at now is the beat is not long enough for the song because I have a whole second verse and 2 more hooks. And right now I just have the hook and the first verse. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yep, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the beat. So here I should probably plug in my headphones for the best way to do that. So cool. So I have my headphones on and then so the beat picks up over here. So I'm going to zoom in right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Your price is way too high. You need to cut it. Okay. So then we're going to copy that. And then from here.
Hey!
We're going to try to find a way to clip this together and make it sound smooth and streamlined so we can extend the beat pretty much, keep the song going. So let me go ahead and fade here. I'm just taking these little arrows and I'm fading them. And let's see if the timing is correct. Okay, not quite. It's a little early, so maybe a little further back. Not quite. Let me zoom in. Almost. Okay, I think that's it right there. So let me go ahead and put it on the same lane. Okay, so the tempo is correct, but the transition is still unnatural. So how about... Oh, I think that sounded pretty good. Hang on. It's like very out of nowhere, and I don't like that. I want it to sound more like natural. I think that's real good. Let me make sure it's on tempo. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. Okay, I just polished it up a little bit more. Okay, so now we elongated the beat. Now I want to bring that back, the hook. This is the hook.
Bring the pain, watch me lay to waste. Yeah, they know my shit. I stay always winning.
So that's the hook. I'm gonna copy it. Then I'm gonna come over here. And then once this comes back in, bring the pain, watch me lay to waste all my competition. So that's where it comes back. It's kind of like the hook is building up again. And then same thing, I'm just gonna play with the timing, make sure it aligns. I know how it sounds in my head. So
Bring the
way too early. Bring the pain. So it goes right here, somewhere around there.
Bring the pain. Bring the pain. Bring the pain. Watch me lay to waste all my competition. Hey, hey, hey. Feel my rage. Bring the pain. Watch me lay to waste. Bring the pain. Watch me lay.
It's almost there, but not quite. Maybe like the slightest inch, not even inch, like the slightest centimeter to the left. Like I really gotta zoom in here. Boom, I think that should be it right there.
Bring the pain, watch me lay to waste all my competition. Hey,
That's it.
hey, hey. Feel my rage is on wing. My movement gets you lost in days, constantly switching. Yeah, they know my name, a champion that's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning.
And this is where the second verse comes in, so I'll go ahead and transition and record that verse. Boom. I'm going to back it up a little bit just to give myself some room to get in there. And here we go. Second verse.
I stay always winning. Swanton bomb from the top is enough to stop the match. 1, 2, 3, but I don't want to stop the match. Instead, I'm giving you a second chance. Now stand up so I can put you out like a match.
Ooh, there we go. Let me see if I like how that sounds. I mean, I like the energy, I like the delivery, but I'm not really feeling the tonality, so I think I'm going to do it more in my belly, more in my chest. So let me try that.
I stay always winning. Swanton bomb from the top is enough to stop the match. 1, 2, 3, but I don't want to stop the match. Instead, I'm giving you a second chance. Now stand up so I can put you out like a match.
Let me see if I like how that one sounds. Ooh, that shit sounded fucking mean. Okay, here we go. Get the ball rolling. Let's keep it going.
Put you out like a match again and again. We're only done when you're knocked down and I'm fed. Super kick to the head. You bounce off the rope and come back in my direction.
Ooh, okay. So I'm like breaking up the flow because it's such like a very abstract and complex flow to do together like in one sitting. So I'm just kind of breaking it apart into different sections, and then I'll clip it and make it sound all smooth and natural. So let me see.
Super kick to the head. You bounce off the rope and come back in my direction. I grab and bless him with the dead man's drop. His title chance just flop. It's gone away. GG, no re. It's lost through pinfall. You lost and tossed it all away.
I don't know if you saw, but I hit the mic at the end. So I'm just gonna redo that. I think my tonality was off.
I come back in my direction. I grab and bless him with a dead man's drop. His title chance just flop. It's gone away. GG, no re. It's lost through pinfall. You lost and tossed it all away.
Okay, let me see how that sounds. Basically, what I did was I extended another lane for the beat. That way I could smoothly transition between all the fades. So that worked out well. And then for the vocals, let's see. I added an ending here, so it just kind of abruptly ends.
I stay always winning.
Yeah, and let's see. Oh yeah, and I just copy pasted the last hook here. Same thing I did on video last time. So I think this is pretty much all the main vocals that I need. Let me just skim through it. So this is the opening.
Bring the pain,
The first hook.
Way to wait. I stay always winning.
This is verse 1. The beat plays. Yeah, we just give it a moment to breathe, let the beat breathe, and then hook.
Bring the pain, watch me lay to mission. I stay always
And then verse 2.
Swanton bomb from the top again and again. We're only done when you're knocked down and I'm bed. Super kick to the head. Drop. His title chance just flop. It's gone away. GG, no re. It's lost with pinfall. You lost and tossed it all the way.
And then it fucking gives it space again one more time. Oh, my battery's low. And hook.
Bring the pain, watch me lay to wait. That's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning.
Yeah, so basically the structure, it goes, there's 3 hooks, so it opens with a hook. Verse 1, verse 2 is after the second hook. So it goes hook 1, hook 2, hook 3, verse 1, verse 2. So that's kind of how it's structured. This is just the beat together. This is the vocals together. And now we're going to do the ad-libs. These are fun. Okay, so now we're going to do ad-libs. If you don't know what those are, essentially those are just the background vocals that happen throughout the entire song. So you'll have like the beat, the vocals at the forefront, the ad-libs just kind of sit in the background, supporting characters, if you could say. So ad-libs are really fun because you could just kind of make whatever sounds, you know, whatever you could creatively think of that would fit the vibe of the song. And you just, you know, mix it all together. Whatever sounds cool, you keep. Whatever doesn't sound cool, delete. Whatever.
Cha-ching! Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll make you tap. If that don't work, I'll just suplex. Yeah! You next to the corner pad. Take that! You lay it flat. What? Climb the turnbuckle and plan. My jump would. Whoa!
Okay, so layers are pretty much like doubles, vocal doubles. So if I say the word hi, I would basically do a layer and double it, and it'd be like 2 of me saying hi as opposed to 1. So that's what layers are. We're going to do that now.
Bring the pain, watch me lay to waste all my competition. Hey, hey, Feel my rage in the ring. My movement gets you lost in days. Constantly switching. My name a champion that's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning. Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll make you tap. If that don't work, I'll just suplex and drop you next to the corner pad. Got you laying flat as I climb the turnbuckle and plan my jump attack.
Okay, so I finished recording the rest of the layers. So this is what my screen looks like. Let me move up. Okay, so I got the beats, and then I got the vocals, and then I got the ad-libs, and then I got the layers, and then that's just the free space one. And then, yeah, I think for this particular song, that's all I really want to add. I mean, I'm sure maybe I'll add like stutters, play with the beat a little bit, but for like the main foundation, the main voice, this is all we're going with. Yeah, let me play it for you.
Oh my God. Bring the pain, watch me lay to waste all my competition. Hey, hey, hey. Feel my rage in the wind. My movement gets you lost in days. Constantly switching. Yeah. They know my name, a champion that's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning. Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll make you tap. If that don't work, I'll just suplex and drop you next to the corner pad. I got you laying flat as I climb the turnbuckle and plan my jump attack.
Okay, so that basically sums up phase 1 of the whole recording process. There's multiple phases, and I'm going to break it down by the video. But for me, it's going to be in different days. That's how I kind of do it in real life. I'll like, throughout 1 week, I'll finish one song, you know? And that's just me recording and mixing and mastering and giving my ears time to rest, you know? Because I feel like if I'm just making the song for hours at a time, it all kind of sounds numb and all sounds the same. So I like to give myself that creative space away from it to get ideas, to think and, you know, organize different aspects of what I want the song to sound like. And yeah, so I'm going to go eat right now, but for the video, the next time you see me is I'm going to be doing the next phase. Peace out. All right. Cool. So at this point, what I end up doing is I have all the vocals recorded. I have all the ad-libs. I have all the layers. This is pretty much everything I want to add to the song as far as the foundation. So now I'm going to go ahead and go through it and just add some beat pauses, maybe some stutters, just to kind of give it more of a rich feeling to it. Like there's actually activity going on, like the song is alive. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through that.
Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll
Right here. Make you tap. See, I kind of just go with a feeling of when I think it's cool to incorporate it. And if I don't like it, I can always put it back. So I'm kind of just experimenting, playing around with it.
Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll make you tap. Release my wrath, locked in on you, I'll make you tap. If that don't work, I'll just suplex and drop you next to the corner pad. I got you.
Boom, right here. We could just throw a small one. They don't have to be super dramatic. Some of them can be pretty subtle, but it still adds a powerful effect.
You next to the corner pad, I got you laying flat as I climb the turnbuckle and plan my jump attack. Okay.
Yeah, and some of them, you gotta mess with it. You gotta play with the tempo, the timing. I'm really precise and really detailed when it comes to that type of stuff, so.
They know my name, a champion that's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning. What's up? That's made for fame and recognition. I stay always winning. What's up? Swanton bomb from the top is enough to stop the match. 1, 2, 3, but I don't wanna stop the match. Instead, I'm giving you a second chance. Now stand up so I can put you out like a match. Again and again. What's up? Swanton bomb from the top is enough to stop the match. 1, 2, 3, but I don't wanna stop the match. Instead, I'm giving you a second chance. Now stand up so I can put you out like a match. I don't wanna stop the match. Instead, I'm giving you a second chance. Now stand up so I can put you out like a match. Again and again. We're only done when you're knocked down and I'm bed. Super kick to you knocked down and I'm bed. Super kick to the head. You bounce off the rope, knocked down and I'm bed. Super kick to the head. You bounce off the rope and come back again and again. We're only done when you're knocked down and I'm bed. Super kick to the head. You're running against, you're knocked down bed. Super kick to the head, you're knocked down bed. Super kick to the head, you're against, you're knocked down bed. Super kick to the head, you bounce off again and again. We're only done when you're knocked down and I'm bed. Super kick to the head. You bounce off the rope and come back in my direction. I grab and bless him with a dead man's drop. His title chance just flopped. It's gone away. GG, no re. It's lost for pinfall. You lost and tossed. No chance just flopped. It's gone away. GG, no re. It's lost for pinfall. You lost and tossed it all the way. Our competition. Hey, hey. Oh, my competition. Hey, hey. Oh, my competition. Hey, hey, hey. Feel my rage.
There we go. And sometimes it might not work out. You might mess with it for a little bit and it doesn't sound good and you just go back to the original idea. That's totally awesome.
My movement gets you lost in days, constantly switching.
Okay, I think that's pretty much all the beat pauses I want to incorporate. It's just little subtle ones here and there for this particular song. You don't gotta do too much. It all depends on the song, the vibe. So now we're gonna move on to the stutters.
Release my wrath, locked in.
So basically, to do a stutter, you just split this little first half. So you would just get the really, and then you could just take that. Let me cut it a little bit, give it some fade action, copy, paste. So now I have two. And then you could just set it like in front of it. Oops. Let me make sure I got this right. Copy that. And you could just put it anywhere. So let's just see how one stutter sounds.
Release my wrath.
Okay, that sounds cool. We're just gonna go ahead and lower it a bit, because I can always mess with the volume when I'm mixing and mastering. Right now I'm just concerned with the placement. So if we mute the beat, this is what it sounds like. And I want it to have a nice flow. And just one will do. In some situations you could do like 10. But for this one, just one is okay.
Always winning. Release my wrath. Locked in on you, I'll make you tap. Ignition. I stay always winning. A champion that's made for fame and recognition.
So right here, I'm thinking I could do like a I stay always winning.
Recognition. I stay always winning. What's up? Swanton bomb from the top is enough to stop the match. 1, 2, 3, but I don't wanna stop the match. Instead, I'm giving you a second chance. Now stand up so I can put you out like a match. Bring the pain. Bring the pain. Watch me lay to waste. Oh, bring the pain. Bring the pain. Watch me lay to waste all my competition.
Gang. Okay, so that was the stutters. And at this point, that's pretty much phase 2, I would say. It's mainly just consisting of listening to it back, making sure all the vocals and delivery sounds appropriate to what's in my mind, adding the stutters, adding the last minute little intricate details, not even intricate, more so like subtle details. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the actual mixing and mastering process for the vocals next.